Welcome to Real Racing TV, top asphalt blistering 3/10 of a mile madness from our very own Southside Speedway. Stay tuned for interviews, tech talk, and some outstanding racing. Greats like Bobby Allison and Denny Hamlin cut their teeth on these four corners. Be prepared for an awesome show. And now, here is your host, Sean Cook.
We're down here with Timmy Tiblis, driver of the number 7 car, who last race was the first man in street stock to have an in-car camera that was on Real Racing TV. So this is the man that was trucking it around. Now, I understand, Timmy, I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but I looked at this website. You got disqualified, right? What happened? With too much motor, not enough motor, what?
I didn't pull enough vacuum, so they say I had a big cam in my motor.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is true. I put the same cam part number back in there, and it brought it up to 19 inches. But I mean, rules are rules, so I'm okay with it. I did talk to the officials, and we're trying to change the rule up a little bit.
Now, what is the rule? How many pounds per square inch of intake pressure do you have to have?
You're supposed to have 18 inches of vacuum at 850 RPMs.
800 inches or 800 pounds per square inch?
18 inches at 850 RPMs.
Now, when they say 18 inches, what is? How do they measure vacuum in inches?
It's inches in mercury, from far as I understand. I mean, I don't know all that technical stuff on it, but
the bottom line is the less vacuum you have, the more likely it is you got a motor under there.
That's correct.
Which is kind of weird. You would have thought the more motor you had, the more vacuum you'd have to suck the gas down in there.
Yeah. The way vacuum works is, if you have a small cam, you can pull more vacuum because it's restrictive. It's hard to pull air into the intake, into the motor. So if you have a big cam letting all the air in through the carburetor, you're going to pull less vacuum.
I see. All right, Timmy, good luck tonight, buddy. The number 72 at Timmy Tiblis won, 2 out of 3. The last one he won, but you got DQ'd. Tonight, where are you going to finish? You want to finish 5th so they don't DQ you or what?
No, I'm going to finish first. And I hope they do check vacuum again because I'm good now.
Well, I know I'm good, man, because I think you lapped me, 3 times last race?
Yeah, about 3 times.
And then I pulled into the pits for 30 laps, but I still got a 15th, man.
Yeah, that's good. I guess because all 4 of us got DQ'd, but it's all good.
It helped me out. So people, watch out for the number 72. We don't have an in-car camera this week. It was a huge amount of work getting it all edited together, but in the future, we will have in-car cameras, and this show is going to get better and better, I promise you, with help from people like Marks and Harrison. You heard about Marks and Harrison getting behind the track. Do you know who they are?
I know who they are, but I haven't heard nothing about them.
Well, Marks and Harrison, folks, are the number 1 personal injury attorneys in Richmond. They got cases in the tens of millions. Their logo is helping people in 1911, helping people today, and they really mean it, people. So if you ever get in a wreck, before you call the ambulance, before you call the police, call Marks and Harrison, people. All right?
All right.
All right, folks, we're down here with Alex Ayres. Now, Alex, I couldn't believe it when I looked at the website and found out that you came second. What on earth happened last week?
I really couldn't tell you. I wasn't running in second, but I finished there somehow. There were a bunch of DQs at the end.
I think, in fact, people, there were 4 disqualifications, the 72, the 63, the 97, and which other one?
I believe it was a 14 car, Don Jose. I'm not sure.
Even I ended up with 15th, and I was in the pits for about 20 laps. But look, Danny, what's your name again? Alex. His old man's name's Danny, and then there's Rob, right?
That's right.
And then there's Alex.
That's right.
This is Alex, who came second in the last race, and he's putting a valve cover gasket on there. What was the problem with it?
I was leaking out of the back of it a little bit in practice. So I want to make sure I don't catch fire in the race at all. So
That's a good thing.
Definitely a good thing.
All right, man, listen, good luck.
Thank you.
Watch out for the number 96 car in the upcoming street stock race from the toughest track in the universe, Southside Speedway. All right, folks, we're down here with Michael Suffin. Now, Michael, you are what they call a nationalist, right?
A little bit. Actually, it's Dad's more than nationalist. It's his paint scheme, so.
This is red, white, and blue, people. Now, you cannot you cannot lose the fact that we're in America here, right? Who else would be driving a car like this if we weren't in America?
I guess a non-nationalist. I mean, I guess somebody who loves the red, white, and blue.
I tell you what, I'm all about it. I love this country, and I love this car. The number 25 street stock car, people, reach out. This guy might seem like a calm individual, but behind the wheel, he's a raging lunatic, right?
I'm not the raging lunatic. He just kind of run into me, so.
Hey, you want to give a shout out to any friends, families, or sponsors?
I got to thank Dad first and foremost. Then I got to thank my sponsors, Foster Plumbing and Heating, Jim's Auto Center, and Gitz Masonry.
All right, folks, I hope you heard those names, because please patronize these businesses. They're behind short track racing, and more importantly, they're behind this man here and his wonderful dad who's put this car together. I want to say good luck tonight, and I hope I overtake you, man. Yeah.
Green flag coming down on the street stocks. OK Wilson is on the pole, and we are rolling. To his outside, it was Brian Smith. Smith trying to make the run on the outside move. Here comes Michael Suffin in his All-American number 25. Down the backstretch into turn number 3. Getting ready to come off of turn number 4. The 31 car to the bottom of the track. That's James Groom. He's no stranger to victory lane here at Southside Speedway in this series. 14 car now. Phil Galuzzo up on the top groove. They are splitting. OK Wilson off of turn number 2. James Groom looking for the top spot. Problems for Chris Bryant. The 6 car slow at the top of the speedway in 1 and 2. So it's now James Groom, your leader. The 06 of Brian Smith out in second spot. Michael Sutphin in the 25. Phil Galuzzo in the 14. To the outside of OK Wilson comes the 96, it looks to be. The 95 of Brad Diggs, I do believe that's who that is. The 95 coming to the outside now. Actually, it's the 6 of Alex Ayers. He started 9th. And he's already moved his way to the 5th spot. The number 10 car getting ready to go a lap down. 21 car of Henry Houck, the 4th off the track over on the pit road. He goes. 6 car on pit road. The 10 car going a lap down now of Herbert LaRue making his debut in 2007. A Ford Torino. There you go. Whoa, cars getting together in turn number 3 and 4. Let's see if they can right themselves here. Looks like Brad Diggs' automobile in the top of the speedway down there. Not able to continue on. The 55 automobile also involved. Green flag coming back out. They're going to catch the back of the pack. It might take about a lap or two, but Wayne Groom, he's got it all to it. James Groom, pardon me, in the 31 car out front, and he is strolling on these cars. 67 car to pit road. It's Alec Cumby's automobile. Crew looking up underneath the 67. Oh, we got one car. It's Ronnie Hickson. Devoid the left front tire. He's going right on out the back gate. And I think the tire's under the 50. Now it's under the 74. Green flag action again. James Groom out front, the 31 automobile. Ronnie Hickson devoid of the left front tire of his number 11 automobile. Headed out the back gate immediately. Joe Henderson, I believe that might be a pass. He's up into the 2nd spot now. That 43 car, he is flying. He wants the 31 some kind of bad. Alec Cumby back on pit road in the 67. Your leader, track all to himself. Have to check on that 59 automobile. It is Chris Jones. His first time out. He started 28th, so more than likely a lap down to your leaders right now, but welcoming him to the toughest short track in the South in his initial race of 2007, along with Herbert LaRue in the 10 car. Caution coming out on the speedway. I believe we got one behind the building back there. Green flag's coming out. Henderson slings it. Oh, not as much as the 59 car does. Down into turn number 1. Phil Galuzzo has to get on the brakes. 06 car Brian Smith to his inside. Down the back stretch, new 3rd place automobile. The 06 car Brian Smith. Jeff Arnett to the bottom of the speedway, new 4th place car. Phil Galuzzo's going to lose another spot and drop all the way back. 4 wide into turn number 1. Henry Houck, the 4th sideways on the rumble strips. New leader, the 43 car of Joe Henderson leads the way off of turn number 2. Into turn number 1, couple of cars making some contact. The 81, I believe that's Nicholas Hemisath. Yes, it is. And the 35 automobile making some contact. Kevin Lee down into turn number 1 that time through. Hemisath giving him a little bit of a nudge into 3. James Loving said, you two keep it up. I'm going to the inside, going by both. Oh, man, 1 car sideways down in 3 and 4. 10 car Herbert LaRue got a little bit of it. Leaders coming through. OK Wilson on the bottom of the speedway. Henderson's going to dive through the traffic like a veteran out here. 07 car spins it back around, keeps the green flag action going. Brian Hudson in the 07. 64 car looks like it's going to hit pit road now of John Ryland. One car, it's the 10 car. He has clobbered the outside retaining wall, and he's heading down the front stretch right now. Black flag coming down, front bumper just about ready to fall off of that 10 car of Herbert LaRue. 3 cars on pit road right now. Brad Diggs is 95, the 64 car of John Ryland, and the 67 of Alec Cumbie. And now the 10 car comes the opposite way down pit road of Herbert LaRue. Your leader has checked out, folks. I tell you what, Joe Henderson, nobody anywhere near him. He is right behind Sean Cook now. And he's looking to the bottom of the host of the Southside Speedway show down into turn number 1. Slings the car in. Puts the 66 and the 74 of Patrick Shahenick down a lap. Henderson out front by over a half a straightaway. And folks, just to let you know, Joe Henderson started 13th on the night. That is a car that's been maintained by a high school bunch in the automotive department and a technical center, I believe. And I tell you what, this kid's doing a whale of a job putting that car together. Whoa, a little bit of moving of the Corbett automobile there. 58 car. Bobby Corbett catching a little bit of back bumper work off the front end of the 43. Off of turn number 4 and down the front stretch they head. Timmy Tiblis now going into second spot into turn number 1. The 72 car now by James Groom. Long way to go to 75 laps. Joe Henderson hopefully not using up and eating all the cream out the middle of that Oreo and trying not to use it all up before the 72 car can catch him here and try to hang on to the top spot till lap 75. So right now it is Joe Henderson in the 43 leading the way. Second spot, Timmy Tiblis in the 72. He won the first 2 feature events in 2007. And James Groom in the 31. And I believe it's going to be the 08 automobile of Wayne Groom and Jeff Arnett, the next 2 cars in line. Your top 5 automobiles going back into the field. 6th spot right now, the 14 of Phil Galuzzo. 7th spot, I believe you're probably going to have Kevin Brown in the 53. Then James Loving in the 97, probably about an 8th spot, the 06 of Brian Smith. And I believe it probably will be the 35 of Kevin Lee maybe hanging up in there. And Nicholas Hemisath, probably in the 81. John Kanzler and Michael Suffin. And your leader's right up behind the Ray Lynn automobile. The 55, he goes to the bottom of the track underneath him, tries to make the move on the 73 car down the front stretch. That's John Foster in the 73. Michael Sutphin, your next lead lap car that will go a lap down to your leader. And it's John Kanzler just up ahead. A lot of lap traffic hindering the 72 car's progress of Timmy Tiblis. Leader now outside of John Kanzler, Pat's Upholstery automobile down into turn number 1. Tiblis now caught up in traffic to his outside Chris Bryant's automobile. Ray Lynn and Michael Sutphin right up ahead of the 72 car. Henderson maybe trying to back off just a little bit to save the car, but not understanding the 72 car is only about 5 cars behind him. Only 36 laps into the event. Henderson's car not sliding in the least little bit. He's not really having to work it that hard around this speedway. Tiblis' car just about the same, really able to drive off. It looks like Tiblis might have a little bit more horsepower coming off the corner than the 43 car does. 64 car, some big problems, looks like under the hood for John Ryland. Saw a big puff of smoke that time off of turn number 4. Nicholas Hemisath, OK Wilson, and Ryland right ahead of the 43 car. Your leader into turn 1. We're going to have some collision. 59, he's going to finish off the 30 automobile. Right in the center of the corner down there. In turns 1 and 2, that's Mike Harris going around. And he does get the car refired. Now the fun part, can he get it out on the track with all these cars coming around? Tell you what, if it were me, I'd pull down pit road and then back up and turn back around and come on back out. Whoa, man, threading the needle down the front stretch. James Groom working to the inside of the 73 of John Foster. '06 car on pit road. One of your top lead cars, Brian Smith on pit road. He was running in the top 10 and now has a problem. Joe Henderson, 41 laps on the board. He is your leader. Oh, hang on there, Sean. You got a car inside, buddy. Henry out the fourth down into turn number 1. Works on Sean Cook off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Sean just went into turn 1. Didn't know the 21 car was there. Came on down the track. Luckily, the 21 automobile driver just went ahead and went down to the rumble strips. Your leaders a little bit further apart than they were. Oh, one car around. It's Bobby Corbett's 58 car. Leaders coming by on the inside right now. Here comes Joe Henderson. He's inside of the 07 car. Has to lay a little bit of bumper into him. That's Ryan Hudson right in front of your leader. Timmy Tiblis was losing touch until that point. Now he gained back about 4 or 5 car lengths. Henderson down into turn number 1. The 43 automobile trying to work to the inside of Ryan. Ryan trying to hang on in the 07 automobile. Ryan Hudson right in front of Joe Henderson off of turn number 4. They will come, and Tiblis has really gained a lot of ground thanks to the trouble the 43 cars having getting by. Henderson tagging the back bumper a little bit more, letting him know he wants by. Timmy Tiblis is eating up the lead big time, 45 laps complete. Off of turn number 4, one car sideways, Emissath. That's going to cost Tiblis a little bit of time as he had to adjust his line, but now he is right behind your leader. They're off of turn number 2, first and second, separated by 7 car lengths. Henderson now pressuring the issue. He wants to get by the 07 car. He's going to work down the front stretch on Ryan Hudson. Here comes Tiblis in the corner. That is your top 2 cars connecting in between 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, the 72 car now with the inside run. The battle for the top spot off of turn number 4 and down the front stretch. Henderson in the top spot by a nose at the stripe. 48 laps in, 26 to go. Two-thirds of the way through the race. Actually, we were 1 lap ahead, 49 laps complete that time, and it will go to Tiblis. Tiblis will lead his first lap of the event. 49 laps in. Goes to the bottom by Sean Cook in the 66. Off of turn number 4, your new leader, Timmy Tiblis in the 72. That's the 43 of Joe Henderson. The 08 of Wayne Groom coming into the picture. He has chased both those cars down. Henry Houck the 4th started in the 21 car 19th. John Cancel in the 00. James Loving in the 97. He runs in the top 5 right now. Started 17th on the night. So we keep on down through here. Mike Harris in the 30. Kevin Lee in the 35. Jeff Arnett in the 3. Joe Henderson in the 43. John Foster in the 73. Bobby Corbett in the 58. Nicholas Hemeseth in the 81. Alex Ayers in the 96, Brad Diggs in the 95, Chris Bryant in the 6, James Groom in the 31, Phil Galuzzo in the 14, Michael Sutphin in the 25, Ray Lynn in the 55, Brian Smith in the 06, and O.K. Wilson started on the pole tonight in the 32 car. That's 30 automobiles, 30 drivers. Woo! A lot of cars here at Southside Speedway for this street stock finale on the 93.1 FM, The Wolf Night Country That Rocks. Closing in on 10 to go, Timmy Tiblis. Trying to work the traffic. Whoa, one car going around Nicholas Hemeseth right in front of your leader. Tiblis has to dodge him. Hemeseth hits the throttle. Oh, right in front of the second place car. Good job, Wayne Groom. James Loving now playing the old chrome horn on the back end of Joe Henderson down into turn 1. Henderson, he lets him save it. Off of turn 2 and down the backstretch, the battle for the 3rd spot continues. Loving to the inside. James Loving up into the top 3 now. 3 Camaros lead this race. Timmy Tiblis in his number 72 Camaro. Wayne Groom in his number 80 Camaro. And James Loving in his number 97 Camaro. Oh, and speaking of a Camaro, hang on there, Sean. Back bumper cover comes off of Sean Cook's automobile here on the front stretch. Trying to get it refired right now. It's 5 to go right now. It'll be 4 when they hit the flag stand. Take the green flag. Timmy Tiblis, your leader, over the 08 of Wayne Groom. Groom's going to go ahead to the outside. 64 waves him on by. Green flag back out. Wayne Groom knows he's got a lot of space to catch up. Only thing is he has lap traffic to work on as well. Whoa, car's going around Nicholas Hemisath on the front stretch. Facing the opposite direction. Leader coming down the front stretch now. Hemisath can't get it started. Here we go, green flag racing. Cars are going to the outside. Watch them slide coming off of 4. And there goes Phil Galuzzo sideways. 1 car sideways, 73, 2 cars sideways. Chris Bryant. Oh, hang on, Sean. The car unloads, but we're going to have the checkered flag coming off of 4. Timmy Tiblis, race number 3 on the season. James Loving, Phil Galuzzo, Kevin Brown, and James Groom, I believe, your top 5 cars.
All right, folks, we're here with Josh Bruce. Before the race, Josh told me he was going to do something. Josh, what was it, buddy?
Well, we got third tonight. I wanted to break top 3 for the last 2 years and finally got it done tonight.
All right, hold that trophy up, man.
Well, I'm
Josh Bruce has got himself a trophy. Where are you going to put it, Josh?
I'm going to sleep with it for the first couple nights. I might shower with
you
it a little
pervert.
bit, but you know how it goes, man. It's been a long time coming, but
Hey, man, congratulations,
thank
Josh.
you. I got a lot of people to thank. I
Okay,
got
go
my
for it.
father-in-law, Kim Broadwater Homes,
Yeah.
best stick-built homes in Central Virginia, Harold Collins, Clearing and Grading, Sun Chase at Longwood, Farm Wholesale Electric, Joni James Architecture, and Andy Sign Shop, and I think that's going to do it. But I thank them so much. If it wasn't for them, no way I could get out here. My wife, my son, my dad, my crew chief Wes, everybody that turned a wrench on this car. It's been a real team effort from the start, and I thank everybody from the bottom of my heart.
All right, and Josh's wife, a word out to you. You're going to have to share the bed with a trophy tonight, okay? All right, we're going to go interview Mike Shiflett. Right. Congratulations, man. I think Mike got the second, so we're going to go talk to him right now, folks, so stay tuned. All right, folks, another awesome night of racing. We're here with Mike Shiflett. Sorry, guys, with the U-Car division, we didn't get a chance to interview you. Seemed like they started racing pretty early. How did you do tonight, buddy?
I did all right. We started more towards the rear, and I just followed some guys that I knew that would run good and followed them to the front.
And you got a second. This gentleman here got a second, but I hear we had a bit of bad news, Mike.
Yeah, a little problem with the shock. I'd actually put a different one on there for last year to run a different track.
You mean the evil, nasty Tex took your second place away from you?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, if you're driving a race car, it's part of your responsibility, so.
No, they're like Darth Vader. They crossed over to the dark side. But listen, thanks for watching. I believe this is our 15th week, folks. The people we need to thank are Marks & Harrison, Finer Homes, Stock Car Products, all the people you see advertising during the show. They're the people that make this happen.
And Bradshaw's Cleaning Service.
Oh, yeah, Bradshaw's Cleaning Service. If you are fed up with cleaning your house, let me see. Is there a phone number over here? Do you know it?
I'll get you a card.
Here, give me a card. But look in the phone book for Bradshaw's Cleaning Service. They clean exquisitely well. When Mike has a big party when his wife's out of town, the next morning the place is trashed. Who do you call, Mike?
Bradshaw's Cleaning Service.
Yeah, stay tuned next week for more awesome racing from the toughest track in the South. In fact, the toughest track in the universe. What's its name, Mike?
Southside Speedway.
Yow!